Hey guys, people want to know what we do around here. Right now, here comes the old farmer. He's gonna dig out those, oh, what did I tell you they were? Ruth Stout potatoes. Because the tops have all died out and I might need the grow-out pin. So he's gonna go in with a pitchfork, take all the straw out, put it in the back of the gator, and hopefully we'll get a few potatoes. While he's doing that, I'll show you what I'm going to be doing. We're going to be going back and forth. The eggs under that chicken are due to hatch in, well, just in a couple of days. I did not move her nest down to the floor earlier because the snakes come in and eat eggs. And I've had that happen before. So I have this big wire pet taxi. I'm going to build her a little nest and move her and the eggs down there. Then we'll go check on and help the old farmer. Let me show you what she does when I get close. She kind of puffs up like that and kind of growls at me, basically saying, leave me alone. All I'm doing is getting a little bit of straw up off the floor and taking some out of these top nests that never get used. Because I don't put a lot of straw in here in the summer because of the snakes, and the rats. So I went to see them. So what I'm going to do now is start reaching under her and putting the eggs down in that little nest I made for her. She'll rearrange stuff. Try to let you see what I'm doing. I'm just reaching under her. Not very good, I know. Pulling out a few eggs at a time and moving them over here. I'll explain the eggs in a minute. I think I counted 20 eggs in that clutch. There was one rotten egg. I could smell it through the shell, so I've already thrown it out. It's bad. And now we're gonna go get her and pick her up, and I can't do it one-handed, so I'll just pick her up and show you. I've only shut the door temporarily. She'll get all settled. I've watched him do it before, but right now she's pretty nervous with me in here. So I'm going to step away and go help the old farmer. He's just scratched the straw off of what he just scooped out, and we found more potatoes laying there. So I don't know what we'll have when we get down in there, but they may have grown into the ground. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, he's still digging out. He's slowly scratching as he goes. And he'll bring out a load of pitchfork full. And here is a vine that he just got. We'll see if anything's on it. Some little tiny ones. Little bitty, marble size, I guess. And then he digs down and finds a few more as he's going. Gives them to me. But I wanted to share something with you. Where he's standing, any part that he already has done, that was nothing but sprouts. I had potatoes last year that had left over from last winter that had 2-foot-long sprouts. And I saw where Ruth Stout was just throwing those in the ground. So that was pretty interesting. I got to get back to digging. Okay, we're probably 3/4 the way done, but I've learned a lot from this experiment. Number one, I definitely overwatered. I'll have to remember that next time. But I think that overwatering had something to do with that. Look, the potatoes are really just setting on. Won't get in as big a hurry next year, but when the tops die back, then the roots quit growing. There's some, and we've been pulling out strings where the potatoes were just setting on. I'm going to get my gloves back on. He's going to go back and keep digging, and I'm going to dig through for more potatoes. All right, I wore the old excuse me, not the old fart, the old farmer out. We're both pretty worn out, but we filled the back end of the gator twice with the straw mulch. And I love the mulch. It's going to the compost pile, full of worms and all kinds of goodies. Here's our bucket of potatoes. I'll weigh them. There's not very many. We think maybe that bucket's a gallon, if even that big. We got a few pretty good sized ones. Most of them were little ones. We got a lot of wounded soldiers, I heard someone call them. Got a lot of those. That'll be supper. And he's going to take off and put this in the compost pile. Let's go check on the old hen. I don't think she's happy. She's still trying to settle down. And at first I thought I made a big mistake. She scratched all that straw out. But I see she's working on getting them all gathered up again. So it's not been that long. I'll come back out here in about an hour or so and see what she's done. Some of those, the majority of those eggs are not from my chickens. I have a friend who's got several roosters, and so we knew her eggs were fertile, so I got 18 eggs from her, and I can tell that this hen has laid a few more. But let's see what she does, and then I'll come out and open up the pen. Excuse me, these aren't all of them. These are the, well, I wouldn't call any of them really big. They're all medium sized. That's one of the bigger ones. But there's not enough here to can, so I will be dehydrating all of these. Okay, I got them all rinsed off. I know you're not supposed to wash your potatoes right away, but that's only if you're going to put them in storage. These are going to get taken care of, if not today, tomorrow. We ended up with 4.5 pounds, so not bad. Anything the size of an egg or that size will all get peeled and chopped and dehydrated, as in the previous video. These little tiny ones we'll be eating for a meal either today or tomorrow. We went out and picked a few green beans. There weren't very many, so we'll just have beans and potatoes as one of our dishes. All right, guys, thanks for joining the old farmer and I got to get busy on potatoes.